Check, check. There we go. Everybody can hear me. Okay. So, ninjas, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put, let's see, groups of 3, 8 minutes on the clock? Should be enough at each station. That seems about right. 6? Fine. Anyway, 8 minutes per station. We're going to give the coaches about 4 minutes to go over each station with you guys, clarify rules, all that stuff, and then we'll get started. So if you hear the main room timer call fail, okay, or even start, because my coaches have been starting ahead of it all day. So if you hear the tones or the fail, does not apply to you. Don't worry about that. That's just the timer for the whole thing. So if you're mid-run or whatever, don't be jarred by that. It's just a sound that means the wave is ending. That's really the only thing. It hasn't bugged anybody all day, but it was just something that bugged me because, I don't know, I thought I'd mention it. All right, 4 minutes, coaches, and then we'll get started. And here we go with our teen division. A little light on the competitors across here, but that doesn't mean the action is going to be any slower than otherwise. Look at Nico Lapola showing, crawling across the line there. Very nice. About 19.7. All right. Had to clear that line. We got Chris Molnar up on the cliffhanger. Very well done. 26.85 through there. Paul Woods, the first on the rope climb. Oh, I forgot to say that they were, I wanted the teens to do it legless. Oh, there we got a young man doing the two-step. Oh, just missed. Nicholas Silva on the balance, coming back off the step. Paul's up to 10 with 20 seconds left. Now we're expecting a little bit of higher numbers here, both because these ninjas are a little bit taller, they can jump a bit, their arms, bigger, faster, stronger, but still they're competing against each other. So as long as the obstacles remain equal, then That's all it takes. Whew, 14 out of Paul. Oh, no. 13, sorry. 13 completed. All right, we got William Doyle on the rope climb. Looks like Baron Weintraub. Oh, just logged a 13.86. Almost. Baron Weintraub just couldn't quite get it pieced together there. All right, here goes Adam Rosenblatt, our first up on the pegboard. Wow, we added a ton of weight to that sled, going from barely 100 pounds to now almost 200 pounds on the sled in the sled wall room, and these ninjas made it look like it was nothing. There we go, cliffhanger. We got Chris Molnar in first place, finished the whole line. Here goes Max Kearney. I believe this is for his second, possibly third round. And we got Evan LaValle up on the rope climb. Now, we just saw Paul Woods do 12 not that long ago. Evan's going with light touches up there. So, yep, keep seeing it move. Adam's still up on the pegboard. There we go. Here's Baron's third attempt on the balance line. Can he get it together? Come on, Baron! Just couldn't quite get balance up there. All right, Adam threw down 8 obstacles on the pegboard. Oh, Evan going for number 13. Wow, still, and you just see Paul shaking his head right there. He knows what that number was. That rivalry is going to be playing out all day today at every station. 3, and Evan's done at 14. Wow. All right. So here goes Callie. Okay, and we've got Chris back up on the cliffhanger. Let's see if he can best his time. I think it was about 26 seconds last time. Not wearing his signature In-N-Out Burger socks today. I almost didn't recognize him. There goes Baron. There goes Baron. Oh, but I think that was after his third attempt. Looks like the clock's not running, which means they're just into redemption time at this point. There you go. Molnar besting his time by almost 4 seconds. 22 on that one. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out today with the team group not filling out, 5 or 6 per group. There's going to be less downtime in between waves. So for someone like Paul or Evan doing the rope climb first, their arms may be burnt out a little bit. I believe they're going to head from the rope climb right to the pegboard. So that's going to be, a little tough to see if their arms don't pump out early, but. All right, and now we head into our final pegboard competitor with about a minute left to go in the wave. There we go. I think everybody else is finished. Oh, Max Kearney is in second place there with that finish. Michael Kerwin's struggling a little bit just to get up and on this thing, but that's the thing about this format. Not everything's going to be everyone's expertise. There you go. All right, let's go, Mia. See if she can get. So she's taking it one peg at a time. Michael just couldn't hold on to that nunchuck there at the end. So that'll finish him up. Okay, so our last athlete remaining on the pegboard is Mia Sweeney. Looks like she's a little bit ahead of Callie's time. Just working very meticulously here. Probably not enough time to complete, but certainly enough to score 5, 6 points possibly. "15 seconds left." She's looking a little tired here, trying to figure out what to do with her. Oh, no. Is she going to head back the other way? Okay, try to pick up some points going back towards the start. That was the end of the wave right there, but her time keeps going, and she needs to grab that last one, but I believe it was after time expired. Yep, okay, so 6 obstacles for Callie. All right, ninjas, that will do it for rotation number 1. Listen closely for where you're headed to the next station. Rope climb, we'll head to pegboard. Pegboard, oh, sorry. Yeah, pegboard, we'll head to balance. Balance, we'll head to cliffhanger. Cliffhanger, we'll head to sled push. Sled push, we'll head to rope climb. Counterclockwise, around the gym we go. Again, coaches, I'll give you about 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go over rules with your ninjas, and then we will start the wave. All right, ninjas, here we go. All right, and off we go here with event number 2, 2-5 for these teams. We got Max Kearney up, and Allison is on the cliffhanger. James is just attacking that rope climb. Paul and Evan set a pretty high bar there earlier, so we're going to have to see how he makes out. Look at the power out of these kids. I'm telling you, the weight on that sled is no joke. I mean, you're looking at almost 200 pounds of weight. I mean, the elites are going to push a little bit more tomorrow, and they're going to push it a lot farther. But we took a straw poll here at the beginning of the wave to see if the weight was going to be the issue or if the warp wall was going to be the issue. And most of the staff here at Action agreed that the warp wall would be the killer. We had debated putting the 14-foot warp wall in the teen course, but ultimately it was decided that we'd keep it at 12 for these guys. What? I love it when teammates call each other out. We've got Adam Rosenblatt competing on the balance run right now, and his teammate Zach, who's a little bit older, is stopping the spinning disc at the end to make sure it's reset. And apparently Adam tried to pull some shenanigans on the balance or hack the obstacle, and the judges ruled not acceptable. All right, let's see. Chris pushing that sled all the way down the track, getting it set, hits that 12-foot warp wall super fast. And gets the drag going. He's got to get his chest up, use his back muscles, but somehow manages to get it done. All right, first up on the pegboard, looks like we have William Doyle. He's very meticulously working his way through. Ooh, Allison's got to get those circle hips calmed down here. Huh. Oh, I guess Adam did finish. Unless that was on his second attempt. Still hard to keep track of all 5 of these screens at the same time. There's a lot of action happening with this this team group. There's a lot of talent in the gym right now, all working hard. Even Jacob over here on the rope climb. He's always one to watch out for. Dark Horse Ninjas won plenty of competitions, even beaten Paul and Evan several times. So never one to be counted out. He's going about his business right here in 6 and 30 seconds. I think the mark that Paul set was 12, and Evan was a little ahead of him. So if Jacob can keep it together, all right. And William finishes with 5 obstacles completed on the pegboard. Oh, Nicholas just peels off on the back end of that cliffhanger. The sled wall group wrapped up pretty quickly. Probably should have put the 14-foot warp wall in there, maybe slowed them down a little bit. Or I got a couple of kids hanging out in the back that would have loved to sit on the sled for them. All right, we got Baron Weintraub on the cliffhanger. Oh, just couldn't hold on to the... Could not hold on to the nunchuck. Ooh, Nico just dropping out of the ceiling, being pretty aggressive here on the rope climb, which I guess he knows he needs because he's already up to 9. He's got a few more to get here if he's going to try to catch Paul and Evan. I mean, he's always in there in the mix, but here we go. Oh, and he's going to tap out at number 11. Just didn't have enough there for 12. All right, that puts him in 4th place. Evan, Paul, James getting 12 and 55. So, man, he was right behind him. All right, here goes Evan going with that underhand. Well, I call him Young Tarzan, but makes sense here. So we saw a lot of younger ninjas earlier using this same technique, and they were unable to control their swing with the precision that Evan is. I mean, he hasn't missed one yet. This is like Robin Hood accuracy with these pegs. He's just dropping them right in there. Whoop. First slip right there, but manages to get it back and recover quickly. This is a very good run out of Evan. Whoa, little inside alley-oop. Oh, and finished. Got the peg into the last hole. He does not have to get back to the start-finish platform. Just has to get that peg in the final hole. All right, 35 seconds for a full pull. That is a commanding first-place finish for Evan. And he just looked over at Paul and said, what do you think, Paul? Think you can go sub 30? These guys are just pushing each other as fast as they can go. Coach and Judge Paulina just making sure that the pegs are all the way in. All right, and here we go. Coach Ethan sitting with his giant head in the live stream, just watching his teammate, Paul, make his way down. Paul doesn't look as though he's moving as fast as Evan, but he's also very precise. Paul's kind of a sleeper like that. I don't know if he's going to make sub 30 on this one. He's about 5 seconds behind. Yeah, he's taking a couple extra swings here. Looks like the moves just didn't quite line up for him. Oh, that one didn't quite pull right. So hard to be consistent with these guys. Release and off. Very smooth. In any other, we're really splitting hairs here. I mean, 2 seconds behind Evan is certainly nothing to be ashamed of. Those are both really, really good times. All right, as the time winds down on this rotation, we're going to move on to our next. All right, ninjas, we are going to move on to our third rotation. So, yeah. That's all right, I called him out on the live stream for his giant head blocking the camera. All right, pegboard, you guys are moving to balance. Balance is moving to cliffhanger. Cliffhanger is moving to sled push. Sled push is moving to rope climb. Rope climb is moving to pegboard. Coaches, I'll give you about 4 minutes to explain the rules to your athletes, and then we will begin rotation number 3. As we can see here, with our leaderboards up, so after 2 rounds, we have Chris Molnar first place on the cliffhanger, and Evan and Paul going 1-2 on the pegboard. Chris has 2 first places, Evan with 2 first places, Paul with 2 seconds. Adam Rosenblatt first place on the balance run there for the gentleman. So this is shaping up about how you might expect. I think it'll be an interesting shootout here towards the end, especially once Chris Molnar makes his way over to the pegboard and Evan and Paul get their shot at the cliffhanger, which they have not gotten to do yet. So a lot of interesting matchups here to play out over the course of this teen division. So the athletes are just getting some instruction from, there's a full leaderboard. Athletes just getting some instruction here from the coaches on what's in and what's out. Oh, there's our female division right there. And after they get a chance to just sort of explain a few things, we'll get started here with this next group. You'll be interested to see, especially on this balance, Paul works very hard on his balance. I certainly wouldn't call him, and he certainly wouldn't call himself, the most sure-footed ninja out there. He's worked very hard on his ankle stability over the years, worked very hard on his speed. Certainly upper body is his strength. But also, in an interesting note, Adam here on the cliffhanger, he's one of those ninjas that seems like, he kind of flails a bit and moves around in a bit of a, I wouldn't call him the most organized fashion when he's hanging and swinging, but somehow he always manages to finish very quickly. So we'll see how this plays out. All right, here we go. All right, we're getting into it. Everybody's ready. And now off we go with rotation number 3. Looks like we'll get things started over here in the sled wall, and Evan's going to get started on the balance run. Gets the spinny disc. Can he keep it together? Wow, great recovery out of Evan with a sub 10-second run. That was really impressive. I thought he was going to pitch it there off the balance for a second. And here comes Paul right behind him. Whoop, manages to hold on. Now he's going to go back the other way. Keep that chest up. Nice. There he goes. So just a little bit behind. 10.1. Wow. Less than half a second. Or sorry, a little more than half a second separating these guys. Coach Ethan is very excited.
Yeah.
This is why he's not on the commentary, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at Baron Weintraub moving that way. Now you really get a chance to see just how heavy that is. You know, not everybody in this division is a muscle-bound powerhouse like, say, young Paul Woods there, who I think works out about 8 hours a day, every day, more than some professional athletes. Baron Weintraub is a young man who's been coming to our program literally since the day that we opened here in Wellesley. And we've watched him grow up, and Stage 4 Designs built a really nice home course for him at his house, maybe I think it was last summer or the summer before. He's been working on his ninja skills a lot, but as you saw just there a minute ago on the sled wall, he still has to put on a little bit of weight as a young man, has some growing to do, and that sled looked every bit as heavy as it is. Now Allison here as well, trudging down that track, really driving those knees. Now, if we really wanted to be mean, we should have made him do multiple warp walls and then pull back. But maybe at the next skills comp, we'll put in something a little bit more grueling. A couple Spartan walls, slider, a pull. And William Doyle just moved into third place on the balance run with his 12 seconds and change. Chris Molnar here. Does he have enough time to go up and get one more? No, ran out of gas on the 11th rep. Man, Evan just smoking it. 8 seconds flat. That is our fastest time of the day. Ethan can't believe it. That's crazy. And if you've been following us today, you've noticed that we've made this balance quite a bit harder than it was in previous divisions. We stretched those Stage 4 Designs B-Series balance trainers out quite a bit. So they do require a long stride. Wow, and Paul nearly matching him. Again, just a little over a half a second. These guys are really pushing each other today. We've got, William just ran off to the side on that one. All right, we got Jacob on the pegboard. Adam's up for another attempt on the cliffhanger. He's got the first move. There he goes, very organized. He's got to get back to the chuck. That's it. Now there's Adam that we know, moving very well. Look at that. Smooth as you please, and he moves into first place. Wow. I said it at the beginning. Don't sleep on Adam Rosenblatt. When he puts it all together, he is a super, super fast ninja. I think Evan had just asked Paul there to count him in. I thought I heard Paul counting the 3, 2, 1, go on his last run there. Maybe they're just doing it for fun. Yeah, they're done being timed, but I think they're just trying to see how fast they can go now. What's up? Okay, just making sure. Oh, Callie trying to get those fingers going. Now Nico can hear him cheering from the far side of the gym here. You can hear his dad urging him on. That's it. Now here goes Adam for his third run. He's starting super low on the looks like we've got. There we go. Looks like. Looks like we're. No, we still have James Lalonde up on the pegboard. Adam, first of all, get off my camera stand. Second of all, he is not your teammate, he is a course judge. And if I was standing there, you would not argue with me like that, right? All right, as we wrap up this third rotation of our teens right here, we've got James Lalonde up on the pegboard. Stop saying on my camera thing.
So, you see Adam?
Yeah.
He landed on the flat part of the blue, except Zach didn't say the blue. So that's what his argument was. So.
All right, just a little clarification on that Adam run. We needed to make sure we got a good run logged for him there. There was some discrepancy as to his starting foot. But, all right, ninjas, that will do it for rotation number 3. So we are moving on to our next obstacles. Cliffhanger, you are moving to sled push. Sled push is moving to rope climb. Rope climb is moving to pegboard. Pegboard is moving to balance. Balance is moving to cliffhanger. Okay? Coaches, I will give you 4 or so minutes to instruct your athletes as to the rules of the competition, and then we will begin. All right, ninjas, here we go. Beginning right now. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Woods first up on his first attempt on the cliffhanger. Just likes to skip the nunchuck. Did he bang his knee on the bottom there? It sounded like it got a little hung up on this one. There we go. Oh, just couldn't quite get the grab. I don't know if you can see this clearly on the live stream, but those holds that are on either side of the gap are angled in a little bit. So they do kind of dictate, if these athletes are used to grabbing a flat hold, just angling them a bit like that can, just mess with the angle that they bring. So little things like that, especially if you're an athlete like Paul or Evan or Nico or some of the other teens in this group that, there we go, Jacob moving into fourth place on the balance run. I believe that was his first run, so he's got 2 more attempts. And Allison pulling into first place on the rope with 8 climbs. Nice job. But those guys will really try to push the speed on this, and when you do that, little things like that make a big difference. Chris Molnar's looking very comfortable on this pegboard right here. Missed a hold just as I said that. William Doyle moves into third place on the cliffhanger. Very nice. This is a strong cliffhanger group right here. This Paul, Evan, William group should do very well in this cliffhanger. As Adam makes his way up to the top of the warp wall and then puts his back into the sled. He's another one that needs to work on that leg strength a little bit. And off Evan goes on the cliffhanger. Good smooth throw there. Always ready to grab the next hold. Taps the sun, but then peels off. Whew. These guys are really opening it up, trying to go as fast as they possibly can. I believe this group is going to finish up on the... Wait, is this our final rotation? No. They're going to finish up on the sled push, right? No, they already did the sled push. This can't be our final rotation. Oh, yeah, James still needs to move over to the cliffhanger. Oh, that's right. Paul and Evan started on the rope climb. Whew. Time for another cup of coffee. Anyway, Max Kearney. There you go. Paul through with 15 seconds on the cliffhanger, which I believe might be our fastest time now. Yeah, Adam was at 18 before, so there we go. First place for Paul. As Max makes his way out. Barron's got 4 rope climbs under his belt. Here comes Colleen, I believe. Oh, I guess they're all done on the balance run already. Whew, that is a quick obstacle. These teens are moving. I think maybe next time we will have to make them all spin. How about that? Every platter will spin. There we go. Max finishes up. 28 seconds there. Or William, sorry, I was looking at a different screen. Yes, William Doyle. Looking solid in 4th place there. Here goes Michael Kerwin making his bid on the pegboard as Evan starts his 2nd time through the cliffhanger. Here's where he fell last. Oh, now he elects to go to the closer hold because he had fallen there last time. Oh, now he's going to even use the chuck on the way back. Okay. And still, wow, about 16 seconds on that one. So even with the extra chuck hold and using the hold closest to the sun hold at the end, still put in a very, very fast time. Paul had elected to switch both of those, but the time it takes to set up that bigger swing definitely might have cost him a couple seconds there. So these third runs will be very interesting. Meanwhile, Michael is finishing up his bid on the pegboard. Let's see if he can pick up one more point here. And no, couldn't get that last one there. So 5 points for Michael on the peg. Paul touches and back. He's ahead of his previous time. Big swing here. Keeps that momentum going and just sets his hips. Yeah, very smart. Nicely done. 15:44. Slight improvement, I believe, on his previous time. So now we have Michael Kerwin. I believe now we have one more to go on the pegboard in this rotation. Oh no, pegboard's done. So we just have Michael. There we go. Wanted to make sure we had the proper competitor there. All right, now William makes his way across the cliffhanger. Can he reach from there? No, he's like him go to the closer hold. Grabs that chuck, moving right out of the air. Now this is a very solid cliffhanger run. I know it might seem in the context when you see Evan and Paul really throwing some pretty big moves across there, but look at that. I mean, Williams in fifth place with a 25-second move across that cliffhanger. It's not an easy cliffhanger by any means, but it's just, you know, these guys are making it look easy.
Zach, hold off until the horn goes before hold off until the horn goes and let him go. Okay, now go. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Evan LaValle, final runner of rotation 4 in the teens. He is going to make his bid to best Paul Woods' time. 15:44 is the time to beat. He's a little bit ahead. He's going to have to dig deep to pull it here. And looks like he got it. 12-12. 12-12. My goodness, that was something remarkable. All right, Ninjas. We're moving on to rotation 5, so everybody's going to head to their final station. Pegboard, moving to balance. Balance, moving to cliffhanger. Cliffhanger, moving to sled push. Sled push, moving to rope climb. Rope climb, moving to pegboard. Coaches, we'll give you about 4 minutes to explain the obstacles to the athletes, and then we will get started. So looking at the leaderboard here, we can clearly see that Paul Woods is trying to avoid the clean sweep here. Evan has taken first place in every event so far. Paul's got a full sheet of seconds, so those two have gone head-to-head here. Chris, 3 and 4. Looks like James Lalonde pulled up a couple of third places here as well, and a second. So, right in there in the mix. That Lalonde and Molnar for that bronze medal slot, I think, is the one that's really we're going to see play out here in this next round. And as far as the ladies go, it's also a very tightly contended race. We've got 10-10-11, so a tie. Obviously, the tiebreaker goes to the competitor who has more first place, then more seconds, and so on and so forth down the line. But even Colleen right there behind her at 11 points. And Callie certainly not out of the mix if she pulls off a victory here. So still anybody's game. And that's what it's all about. We love tight races. Looks like Nico already knew what he was supposed to be doing on this cliffhanger. So they just decided to send him, and he comes in with a 1971, moving him into fourth place, just between Chris and Adam. So we'll see. Looks like everyone else is still explaining rules, but we could get a rope climb here out of Adam fairly soon. Once again, Ethan's head is right there in the live stream for you. In case you didn't know how handsome he was under that mask, he's a good-looking young. What's that? Yeah. Yes, actually, no. I designed that cliffhanger. Ethan designed the one in the warp wall room for the younger kids. But he is the reigning world cliffhanger champion. So he won that skill at Worlds last year. All right, here we go. James Lalonde. Now, James really needs a good finish here on this cliffhanger in order to win the day. Now, I believe Chris Molnar is sitting in 4th or 5th place right now on the cliffhanger. If James can crack that top 4, top 2 would be really tough. But 3, he's moving really well. Okay, gets a 24-second under his belt. That'll put him in probably 5th place, I believe. Adam, barely using his legs at all. Like I said, Adam's one of those lanky ninjas that just throws his body around in certain situations. He's really, really fast, but there he goes. Now he starts using his legs. That ought to help a little bit, get him to that 8 spot. Colleen Berry starting on the cliffhanger as well. Pegboard still yet to get going. And we have Evan, Paul, and William squaring off in the sled wall. Look at the power. Evan LaValle just driving it home straight to the 12-foot, not even missing a step. Let's see how he does with the pole. He's got to stay on his feet. Doesn't want to fall over. Oh, you could almost see it coming. He was trying to go so fast. Oh, man. He was looking really good, but that was still enough to put him in first place. 15 seconds, so that moves him ahead of Chris. I'll shake that leaderboard up. That might actually, that probably won't help James Lalonde too much in that situation. But remember, the sled wall is one and done. It's a one push and go. Paul just driving it. Grabs the top. Can Evan get the clean sweep today, or is Paul going to play spoiler? Looks like he did. Paul takes first place in the sled wall, robbing Evan LaValle of the clean sweep. Evan likely still going to finish in first place today, but he has Paul at least has that one that he has on him. Jacob Arnstein moving into 5th place with a 22-second run. It's funny to watch this cliffhanger board creep up. 25 seconds was okay to score well earlier in the day, and now you pretty much have to run 22 or under if you want to crack that top 5. Pegboard still yet to get going here with about 4.5 minutes left in the day. Callie's heading on to the rope climb. Oh, Callie looks very comfortable on that rope climb. Knows how to use her feet. Nico, 18 seconds. He's just, man, just a hair off of Adam Rosenblatt's place, but he's Adam Rosenblatt's pace, but he still has a little bit to go. I think he's got 2 more. Now, here we go. Nicholas Silva up on the pegboard. And there we go. William Doyle pulling that sled across, but it looks like his time had expired. But Matt all day has not been robbing these kids of time expiration on their attempts on the sled, letting them grind it out, get that feeling of pulling it all the way across the line if they want to. So even if after time expires, it's all about the confidence, knowing you can do something. It's not always about the competition. Sometimes it's about just doing the work and getting it done. All right. Here we go. Colleen Berry up here on the cliffhanger again. here we go. Jacob Arnstein out on the cliffhanger. Jacob's very comfortable on cliffhangers as well. Don't be surprised if he throws down a time that could be in the top 3 right here. He looks to be moving pretty well. Can he close this gap? 18 seconds is going to be the time to beat. Needs a big move here. There goes 18. That puts him 19.75. Okay, so 5th place. So there it is, a battle for 5th place on the cliffhanger board right now. They're just trading places. All right, Barron on the pegboard. Now, Barron, like I said earlier, has been coming here since we opened, but we just put this pegboard in yesterday. I know for a fact that his Stage 4 Designs backyard course has a pegboard on it. We'll see how much time he's spent on that particular obstacle. It tends to be one that kids tend to avoid because it's more of a training device than a... Ooh, Nico up into 3rd place, so he does take that spot from Adam. Adam moves down into 4th with that run. Well, we know that hopefully this summer Barron spends a little bit more time on his pegboard portion of his course. It's not always the most fun obstacle that we put on backyard courses, but I'll tell you, if you want to get stronger at Ninja, it's the #1 thing that will help you. Oh, James's fingers just cannot hold on to that cliffhanger there at the end. All right, Allison is up next on the pegboard. Looks like our last 2 skills. We got pegboard and cliffhanger. Allison and Colleen are 2 ladies visiting from Connecticut. Colleen looking very strong out on the cliffhanger. Allison as well on the pegboard. She looks very under control. It's a long arm technique she's using, which, you know, reserves a little bit of energy, but it just makes it that much harder to get the pegs in the holes. If you think about it, like, you know, while the Masters is this weekend, and if you want to think about it in terms of hitting a golf ball with a driver as opposed to a putter, you're going to make a lot more contact with the putter when you're first starting out than you are with the driver. You're standing further away from the ball. It's harder to be more accurate. You can generate more power, but power and accuracy generally are hard to work in tandem. But Allison's got quite a bit of endurance here, so she's decided to head back, try to rack up another point or 2. Jacob solidly in 3rd place now. Oh, just pulled ahead of Nico into that 3rd place slot. Very nice, but by 0.2 seconds, man. These guys are so close. Look at that, from 12 to 18 seconds, though, so only 6 seconds separate 1st through 5th. Okay, our final competitor of the day is going to be young Ninja Nikki from Vitality Fitness down in Fall River. He is off and right, or did he already go?
Paulina, you in the redemption? Are you done? Are you done? Oh, okay.
I apologize. We are actually done. Nikki's just up there for fun. All right, ninjas, we're going to tally up these scores, and we're going to give away some hardware. So if everyone would be so kind as to join me outside, I will have the results for you shortly. We're just going to verify everything here, and then we will go to the podiums.